This has honestly been one of the most fulfilling classes that I've taken at York. We had an amazing professor and an amazing partner at the agencies.
It was such a great experience because it really taught me how psychology can impact people, how what you do in the classroom can really make a difference.
My name is Zareen Rahman and I'm a fourth-year psychology student.
My name is Meglai Thabakagathaslingam. I'm a fourth-year psychology student at York.
And this year, I took critical thinking in psychology.
The main goal of the course is that we're teaching students to be critical consumers of psychological research. So in the fall term, we work on building foundational skills. Students are learning how to critically examine and analyze psychological research while also building critical thinking skills in general. And then in the winter term, we apply all those foundational skills to a real-world practical application. So in this case, that's community-based projects. This year I partnered with 5 community organizations, and together we came up with projects that fit the needs of the community organization, but also aligned with the learning outcomes of the course.
I had the fortune to work with the Writers Collective of Canada. They host virtual sessions for different groups of folks. It could be Indigenous people, it could be veterans, it could be the Greater Toronto area, and the focus is to practice writing, and through writing have a form of therapy dealing with your emotions, your experiences. And we looked at how to support their facilitators with dealing with emotional and intense situations that arise during their sessions.
My community partner was Innocence Canada. Innocence Canada is an organization dedicated to advocating for and assisting wrongfully convicted individuals across Canada. Our project was to come up with guidelines for compensation in Canada for exonerees and the wrongfully convicted.
For me personally, I love writing, and that is a way that I process things and the way that I really reflect on what's happening to me. And so when I heard about this organization that does the same thing for so many different people, I thought I really wanted to work with them.
This was actual work that we did that made a difference, that was looked at by people who are professionally involved in this in real life.
Students have told me that participating in these community-based projects has been transformative for them. So they've really highlighted the transferable and practical skills that they're getting out of the experience. They've talked about their collaboration skills, so they're learning to work with others. They're working with each other, they're working with me, they're working with our TA, and they're learning professionalism skills to work with our community partners as well. They're also learning to actively listen to people with diverse perspectives or diverse experiences.
Being a project leader, I had a chance to really work with different personalities and learn what motivates people to do really good work. It really had me take on that leadership role to understand what motivates my team and how do I encourage that and create an environment that really supports that specific skill set.
I also had to communicate with our partner, which was a little scary because this was like a big professional lawyer that we were working with, and I think that really helped me prepare for real life. And the amount of research that I did for this project, I think that really honed in on my skills of thinking critically, analyzing, and organizing information. And I think that is something that I'm going to use for the rest of my life going forward.
So our community partners have talked about how beneficial the experience has been for them as well. So they're receiving a deliverable, a tool, or a resource that supports their organization and that they can use to support the important work that they do.
To see that you can take classroom concepts and apply it to real people, real problems, has really allowed me to build an experience of where I've actually impacted a problem and created a solution, which is so important.
One thing that I'm taking away from just this project and this course in general is that we can really be creative with what you're learning. And from what I've seen, the more creative you are, the more difference that you can make.
Community-based projects in general demonstrate the profound impact that education can have beyond academia, so fostering positive social change and empowering not only our students but also the communities that we serve.